Out here, getting my sub from the sub shop. It's a digging spot. I just ordered my sub, but there's a digging spot. It's gonna take 30 minutes. Let's see. Right over there. I'm going over there to turn the camera off to cross the street. Let's see. I've never been to this spot before. I honestly don't think it's that promising because a lot of times they have their albums sitting out on the sidewalk, which means that everybody and their mother knows they're there. However, I just saw them unload a truck, which means it may be new shit.
I see that bike in Walmart for $150. I know that the market just happened.
Yep. Those are probably the old ones that are dug. Yeah, I can tell. Ain't gonna be nothing. These are wet. Yeah. Wet albums.
Are you looking for something in particular, sir? That little boy ain't got my damn key.
When's the last time that you guys got some albums in?
I get albums in every. Have you bought any albums from me before?
Never, no. That's my
Okay,
first
well,
time.
I got albums.
But I see them sitting out here all the time. But I figure those people
I don't
are.
have them sitting out here like that. Not my albums.
Oh no?
No.
Because these are wet right here.
Yeah, they got wet last night. Those ones, but those that that's just something that I had out here.
So you got some more inside?
Okay. First and foremost, I have albums.
Yeah.
Dry albums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I normally do albums on a more different type of setting when people are more or less. I do it on appointments because I kind of like let them get the opportunity to pick the best from the crop of what I got.
That don't make any sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
Because if someone picks the best from the crop in the appointment at 1 o'clock, then the person at 2 o'clock not gonna get nothing.
They're not gonna get the best.
Right.
Yeah, the first person first come, first serve.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm here to look at the leftovers.
Okay, but I don't have you don't have to.
I saw a whole window full of them. Are those not for sale?
You're losing me, man. 'Cause I don't even know.
I just want to look at the albums.
Okay,
That's
right
it.
now won't
I
be
saw a
good
whole
time.
window full of albums in there, and I'm
Yeah,
asking.
but I'm not doing albums today.
What days do you do albums?
I do albums by appointment.
Okay, when's your next appointment?
You can call me and leave and we can make an appointment on a day.
So you want me to leave and then call you on the phone?
No, you can call me and leave your name and your information, and I'll get back in touch with you about the albums that you're inquiring about.
Okay. All right. So that was interesting, wasn't it? Days and the Adventures of the Second. Listen, I was on that side of town to get my sub from one of my second favorite sub shops in DC. And, people have been telling me about that place for a while. I had never stopped because it always looked like it was some shit. Guy always has his records outside. And you heard him and think, oh, I never had my records outside. I'm like, but these are wet. Oh yeah, well those are the ones I had outside. Right then and there, I knew what I was dealing with. I decided to record because I just wanted to catch a dig. I just wanted to record myself digging. I thought it would be good for the channel or whatever. It ended up catching that. Now, what you don't see, excuse me, guys, what you don't see is that this guy, I had to hang. I cut the video off because come on, man. I cut the video off because I called him. I called him while I was standing right there. He went on to help this lady that was standing just out of the screen. So I went back over. I stood next to him. I rung him, and his phone was ringing in his pocket. And he did not know it was me. And he answered the phone. He's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "Yeah, hello. I'm standing right next to you. I'm calling to make an appointment to see your albums." He got pissed. I think he mainly got pissed because the lady was cracking up. And he knew that she was not laughing at me. He knew that. He knew he was being an unreasonable asshole for no reason. It was just ridiculous. I mean, did y'all peep his logic? Like, what the fuck was that? Sitting up there asking me to make an appointment to see albums like he's a dentist. I make appointments for the doctor's office, not to roll up on a junk store with a whole bunch of shit on the sidewalk, by the way. Probably not in compliance with DC pedestrian right away, whatever they call it here. But anyway, so yeah, I called him. He answered the phone. He got pissed because I was trolling him. I was trolling him because he was being stupid. And so, he got a Kimbo, and I wasn't gonna have it. You guys, I don't know if you could tell. And I'm 6'5", about 270 pounds. I'm not gonna let some sucker jive turkey junk store owner give me the runaround and get sassy with me. That's not gonna happen. So I didn't cut the camera back on because y'all don't need to see how the set gets down in the streets. Real talk. But by the time I left, we were on the same page. No physical altercation at all. But I let him know he was being very disrespectful and being stupid on top of that. And at this point, I didn't even want to see his albums. He was just being stupid, and I was just trying to prove my point that there's no real logic to how he's trying to conduct business on seeing albums. And by the way, he does not let his albums be viewed or whatever the hell he was saying. You don't have to make an appointment. I can't tell you how many people in the record collecting community that are my friends in this city have told me about that guy. That's the only reason why I stopped by. They're like, yo, give it a look. See, it's pretty much Doug, but you might find something that you're looking for. So I gave it a shot, man. And it was a failed attempt, obviously. But that's all. Look, check that out. Just the time. I'm pulling up. We're going to try a real digging spot. Let me show you this. How many of you all follow HR or H&R Records on YouTube? I mean, not YouTube. Discogs and Instagram. That's HR Records right there. It's actually a very nice shop. I don't really want to record me going in and recording their shop or whatever, but that's it. That's it right here on legendary Kennedy Street. This is like a nice little, I guess, up and coming neighborhood, especially for businesses. They're doing their thing. So that's it, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and give a little recap. I'm gonna upload all of this to the channel later, and it is what it is, right? By the way, I can't even park here. There's never any parking over here. They're on a main street with like 0 parking. It's ridiculous. Peace.